Alright, I got here a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica. Technically this car, I guess, is a comeback. I've made a video on this about, I don't know, over a year ago, I think, about the AC wasn't working and it ended up being a bad clutch on the compressor. Well, they replaced it. It's been working for over a year. Then they called me a few days ago that it's not working and the fan wasn't working. So I came down, I actually made a short on it, and let me show you. This fuse was blown inside this fuse box, which you have to replace the whole thing, and the fan itself was shorted. So they replaced the fan and this fuse box. Fan works now, but they said the AC still doesn't work. Okay, key on. Oh wait, I need to be connected to the network because, so I did connect this to auto off, I think. I've never actually used it on a Chrysler, so we're gonna find out right now if it works. Chrysler Pacifica. Alright, good, I'm connected to the network, perfect. Automatically search. I'm gonna have to log in. There's no way I'm gonna remember my password on the first time. Alright, I'm gonna have to go look it up. Alright, it waited like 2 minutes and said failed to unlock. Yeah. Okay. No, let's hope we get in now. No. Make sure I put it in auto off. Alright, let's try this. Communicating, processing. Looks like it's doing something. Alright, it works. It unlocked the gateway. Let's do a health report. Alright, so we got a code for ambient air temperature sensor circuit open. Cooling fan 1 control circuit open, that's stored. That's from the old code. But the ambient air temperature sensor circuit high will definitely cause us not to start the AC. So I guess I didn't even scan this thing for codes. Just blame it on me, why not? No, I'm joking. Let me make a report. This car is 135,962. Alright, let's go into the, I guess, the PCM first, just to see. Okay, let's start the car. Yeah, right there. There's no temperature. So that's gonna be why it's not starting. Read data stream. Let's see if it's ambient temperature. Yep. Voltage and sensor, and we got 68 degrees, but 4.98 volts. Now this is a very important thing. You see how it says 68 degrees? That is a substituted value. 4.98 volts, it's a 0 to 5. It's a 5 volt sensor, so 5 volts means it's most likely unplugged. So it's not 68 degrees. It's getting that data from somewhere else. Now if we go to OBD data, the problem is I don't know if this is going to have a data pin in OBD data, and I don't want to have to log back in, so I'm not going to show you my point. My point is that really it would probably show negative 40 if you would look at generic data. So I'm going to go look at the sensor. If I had to guess, the shop was probably right and the fan was the issue, and then when they replaced the fan, they forgot to plug back in the sensor. That's my guess. I just got to find it. What's this? That's a headlight. Did they get an OEM fan? Probably. over there, but I don't know if that's going to the right thing. Alright, can't be lazy. Look it up. Alright, so it looks like it is all the way in the bottom of the bumper. It's right near this grill, so maybe I could see it through that grill. No, this thing has to come off. Alright. Alright, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I pulled this bumper back to try to get it off. And right here, there's a connector that's unplugged. Now, what are the odds that this goes to our thing? I think very high. I'm gonna plug it in. See if our ambient temperature sensor gives us a reading now. Yes, 64. Alright, so that plug was just left unplugged. Let's just make sure. There we go, 2.84 volts, 68 degrees. Alright, a little bit off over here, but we see it's reading. Let's turn the AC on. How does this work? Cold. AC. Where's the blower? Fan speed. It's not so hot today, so I have to go visually check just to make sure it's on. It's pretty crazy that it didn't set any other codes. There was a bunch of wires in that connector. I'm gonna go see if it's on. It's actually not on. Fan's not on either. Alright, let's go see why it's not on. Yeah, they're all stored, all the codes. Let's just do let me do a key on. Let me do a full code reset. There's some noise in here. I don't know what it is. It's been happening the entire time. Is it the radio? No way. It was just the radio making a noise. Static. Alright, right now we got no codes whatsoever. Alright, let's turn the car back on. Just change engine oil soon. Let's turn the AC on. Okay. Oh, I shut the screen off, but okay, let's get rid of the. How do we turn the volume off? Okay. Climate. Where's climate? Here. Okay, so AC is on. It actually does not feel like AC. So let's go into. Is there an AC module, HVAC module? If not, we'll go into the AC. HVAC. Let's see what this says. No codes. Read data stream. Just selecting all. Alright, AC clutch request is on. AC clutch engage is true. Evac temperature 71. Ambient 64. Okay, so according to this, it says the clutch is engaged. I don't think it is. It doesn't feel cold. Alright, clutch is not engaged. But this module is not the deciding factor. The ECM is what actually makes it turn on. All right, let's go into the ECM. Read data stream. AC clutch, high side voltage, pressure. Alright, so nothing things with AC in it. So the high side pressure is at 84. AC request was filtered switch state is on, and AC. Okay, so desired state is true. It should be on right now. And it's not. Alright, we gotta go back to the same thing as last video. I mean, last year's video. I remember at the beginning of the video, I was on the wrong fuse. I think it was F20, this 10 amp right here. F20, yeah, AC clutch, and that comes after the relay. Then we got a test light. Somebody recently commented on the video saying how I made a mistake, so I went through the whole video and watched it. And really, I said my mistake in the video, so I'm not sure why he was commenting on it, but that's why I still have it fresh in my head. Alright, let's see. You hit, it lights up, so now I should have power on this if it's commanding the clutch on, and it is. So, we got an issue from here to the clutch. Fans just kicked on. Did the actual clutch turn on? Nope, clutch is still not on. Alright, the plug is definitely plugged in. Okay, what we gotta do is we're gonna pull the... No, I'm gonna pull it right now. I know I have here. I have battery power on this. I'm gonna pull the fuse. And now on one side of it, I should have ground going through the clutch coil. So I'm gonna put this on battery power. If I fire it in the ground, it should light up. So one side, and I got no ground. Now let me just see which side's the power. Okay, so this one should be a ground, and I got no ground. It's honestly looking like we have a bad compressor again. Alright, this is really bringing back memories from last time. Last time I just bought these from the Snap-on truck for this job. And, well, I still have them. It's just forgetting down the compressors. I just gotta unplug it and just check at the connector if we have power. Alright, I got the plug out. Wow, that was a nightmare. Whew. Now, is there one or two? There's two wires down here, and one looks pushed in. Actually, that could be our issue. That second pin down there definitely looks deeper than the first one. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get my both hands down there. I got this cover off by risking my hand. Wow. Yeah, so it looks like the wires spread out on the black terminal, which would definitely explain our problem. Okay, you know, that little tab comes up, and then I could probably squeeze it tighter. If I could get my other hand in here. Okay, I got that open. Oh boy. Let me get a pick. I'm just gonna push this pin tighter, then put it in, and if I have connection and the thing works, I'm gonna tell them they need to change this connector. All right, let's see if I can get this in now. Okay, I got it plugged in. Let's see if we have continuity to the ground. So now the car is off, so either of these should have continuity to ground. And I do. All right, so most likely this thing will start now. All right, AC is on. Is it on? How do I turn it on? Oh, it's on. Yep, it feels like AC already. Wait, it could just be. It could be because I'm just hot, because I was actually working. It feels cold. Let me just make sure it's on. Yep, it's on. See that? It's spinning. So, was it a comeback? I think so. I probably missed this last time. I don't know why it lasted a year, or they damaged it when they were putting it in. I'm going to put back this plug together, and then I'm still telling them they have to replace it because I couldn't get down there easy enough. I don't know if I did a good enough job, and I don't want it to come back next year. But yeah, it was a comeback a year later, I think. I'll post a link to the other video in the description. But also, it wasn't a full comeback because even if I fixed that, they left this unplugged, and I'm almost sure it would not start with this plug, with the plug over here unplugged. So it is what it is. All right, well, at least now it's fixed. Thanks for watching.